Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the get down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Built to destroy the devil's world, got body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Now we bop to a beat on walls of concrete in Northern State. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is a fiend. We live for the culture, but we kill for the cream. Trying to make the street light up, stay on your toes, Billie Jean.
How can you justify?
Sorry, y'all, I had to bring that back. Can't fuck around with this song. Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the get down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Built to destroy the devil's world, got body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Now we bop to a beat on walls of concrete in Northern State. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is a fiend. We live for the culture, but we kill for the cream. Trying to make the street light up, stay on your toes, Billie Jean.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It's like hip to the hibbit, flow liquid like exhibit. It'll create the culture with every breath as I live it. They try to prohibit, but I'm the master of the pivot. No gimmicks on point like a digit. I'm like Malcolm, ready to rock it. Get your hand out my pocket. Everybody the gatekeeper, but y'all forgot to lock it. Swear by culture freedom, I got more vice than Tubbs and Crockett. Now my boy Elroy, out to space like spacious rockets. Truth be told, we was crushed from the cold. Niggas getting hard off the dust from Sugar Hill. Now the truth gets sold with strippers on the pole. The light, just for rappers for the thrill. Get the rush from off one pill with flashes on the wheels. Singing white lines with my brothers and folding bills. Slinging white dimes when Uncle Joe wrote that bill. Around 94, fucking around with Hillary and Bill.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're
It was go and tell. Now y'all go and tell. Hop on the gram, look, show and tell. No ethics and no codes, just cut the pie a la mode. Spinning red whites now lights the block like a strobe. Behold, the pale horse that he rode. Here to bring death with guns to unload. Conspiracy to conspire, there's a theory on the wire. When Cohen is a priest whose doctrine is the liar. Here to rob the hood, I keep it tucked like the friar. Grew into a man following rappers I admire. No more b-boys in the cypher, no more DJs catching breaks. And everybody in the trap with 45 wrapped in tape. The culture has been raped, pimped out, and straight flooded. Just like the Bronx in the 70s, everything gutted. Trusted, rusted, busted and disgusted. We should've shut it down when Chuck said not to trust it.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're, oh yeah. Think that you can do what I think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. Tell me, do you think you're me? Tell me, do you think you're me? You know you ain't me.
Yes, that was Stolen Art by your boy Hakim Green. featuring Carl Thomas, produced by Ron Lawrence, video by Turtle Gang, Stolen Art. What up, Cliffy?
Yeah. What's up, Hakim?
Oh, man, I like that shirt you got on. It's just kind of fire right there. Speaking of shirts, I want to send a big shout out to Smoking Classics of Newark, New Jersey. Smoking Classics of Newark, New Jersey. We're gonna have some great things, some big things hopping off with them come year 2025. You know, we keep it moving. Smoking Classics, big shout out to y'all. And this is IZM Sports episode 163, where we talk about the implosion of the Dallas Cowboys.
See, you may say implosion. I saw it coming, which is why last week I didn't pick us, which is why I said that Detroit has the axe to grind with that how it all went down last year. Us taking that 2 seed, us taking that game, us taking that whole situation. You know they were coming for some blood, and that's what they got. They just boat raced us, yo.
Yeah, but it's, we talk about Cowboys right now, Kai.
Okay, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, Kai?
Heads up, we got a special guest coming in about the 7:30 minute. Former NBA player Shawnell Scott is going to be hopping in. St. John's, standout NBA player for a number of years, center forward position. So he wanted to come in and chop it up. We're going to have him in the building about 7:30. But in terms of the Cowboys, Cliff, when I say implosion, I mean like the whole year, not just yesterday. Yesterday's game was like the epitome of where the Cowboys are, but really they've been a train wreck ever since last year, bro.
Yeah, but you say that, and there's hope because they're 3-0 on the road, and they're 0-3, at home. So
on the road, bro.
Well, listen, all that stuff does a team. Listen,
who's up on that list?
A win is a win.
Score.
A win is a win. Pittsburgh's on that list. Giants on that list. I mean,
Giants. Come on, Giants. Like the 4 worst teams in the league right now, I'd say, are the Browns, Giants, the Cowboys,
the Panthers. The Cowboys not one of the worst.
Panthers, Cowboys one of the worst teams in the league, bro.
They're not.
And Dak Prescott right now is rated the number 28th quarterback in the league, my dude. That's because they have no receivers outside of CeeDee Lamb. They don't have a running game, so they can't even create a passing game to run off of. I mean, you can't even. There's no reason to respect the run. Can't run the ball. Can't pass the ball. You can't score the ball. Come on, man. They didn't score the ball the other day. Field goals don't count, man. Come on.
Yeah.
9 points.
Detroit has something to prove, yo. Detroit, don't get it twisted. Detroit is probably one of the best teams in NFL, period.
Yeah, I feel you, but you got to be able to score a touchdown. Cliff, this is Dak Prescott. He just got $60 million. For the next 4 years, he's locked in $60 million. You got to be able to score a touchdown, my dude.
I agree.
Right? And it's the pride. I was talking to Wes. I hope Wes makes it on this week. I was talking to Wes yesterday, I'm like, dude, it's just, you don't have no pride. What's the pride?
Well, pride. That's why Jerry's up in arms. It was his birthday, yo.
Yeah.
Imagine that on your birthday, and you're 82 years old. You know what I mean? So it's just.
So Wes, he goes, they were out there making business decisions. Right? Nobody's trying to tackle. Nobody's trying to, get in the mix. Nobody's trying to, set an example for the rest of the team to follow. And for me, when you talk about making a business decision, that's what Dak did when he decided to take $60 million. He made a business decision, and that set the example for everybody else. The quarterback took, and now since the quarterback took, we can't acquire the talent that we need in order to be competitive, bro. Can't do it.
They're competitive, huh? They that game. Listen, certain types of teams are just gonna blow out the Cowboys. Physical running teams are just gonna blow out the Cowboys. Period. But that doesn't mean they can't be. They're gonna finish about 500. 9-8, 8-9.
Competitive, Cliff. That's not competitive.
The most of the league is gonna finish around that. It's not. It's a hard league, huh?
Playoffs, bro.
Huh?
They're not going to the playoffs.
They may not, but
they're not going to the playoffs. And if you're not a playoff hunt, you're not competitive. Competitive means you're in contention for a playoff game. If you're not going to the playoffs, you're not competitive.
they will be in the hunt for the playoffs all year.
No, they're not.
They're gonna listen. They're gonna probably be around.
South is probably gonna have They're probably gonna have 3 teams in the playoffs. And the NFC North could very well have 4 teams in the playoffs.
Well, no,
going to the playoffs.
No, the
Vikings, the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears could end up in the playoffs with the Bears and the Lions. No, it's shit. It might be the Bears and Green Bay getting wild cards.
I mean, it could happen, but
you
can't forget about the Saints and the Bucks too, man.
But what you're not thinking?
Atlanta, Saints, Bucks, Packers, Vikings, Lions. That's 6 right there. San Francisco, Eagles.
I mean, that could happen. But what you have to realize is these tough conferences, they're going to be beating up on each other. So those are built-in losses.
Excuse me. The Commanders. We're not getting in ahead of the Commanders. We could very well lose 2 games to the Commanders.
We could.
Yeah.
We can also split to them, like we probably will do.
I don't know.
I think a lot of teams are they're playing. They're looking at the Commanders now. A lot of defensive coordinators are going to be scheming for the Commanders now. We've seen the sample size big enough that although Jaden Daniels is incredible, and I wish we had him on our team, frankly, but I don't think the second half, the middle to second half of the season is going to be as crazy for him. And I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, and I'll say I'm wrong,
right.
But I think they're going to scheme for him starting.
The
next week.
Commanders were competitive against maybe the best team in the league.
It's fact.
Okay, so going into that game against the Ravens, I'm not expecting the Commanders to win. Right, and they were competitive with probably the best team in the league. The other best team in the league, Kansas City, the Ravens lost to them by a toenail. Literally a toenail. So when you look at the Commanders are in that top echelon of talent right now. Of competition. Let me put it that way.
Definitely right now. Yeah, for sure.
Of competition, the Commanders are in the NFC at the top. Dallas saying there's no room for the Cowboys, bro. Seahawks got a better chance of making it to the playoffs than the Cowboys.
No.
Rams have a better chance of making it to the playoffs than the Cowboys.
No, they don't. Listen, I don't think we agree on we don't think we're gonna make it, but you giving all these teams props, which I agree, but they're gonna be beating up on each other. I think ultimately there's gonna be maybe 1 or 2 less than 4 lost teams in the NFC. The Pack is going to be around 6 or 7 losses, yo. The Pack.
Nah,
Yeah.
Figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
Packers? Are you talking about the entire Pack? I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the Pack, yeah. I'm talking about 2 teams with maybe like a 13-4 record, maybe 12-5, and then everyone else 10 wins tops. That's what I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but again, it's a lot of parity this year, yo. It's a lot of parity, and these conferences that are tough, yes, these teams are good, but they're gonna be beating up on each other, yo.
Yeah, and I got you, but it's just when it comes to the Cowboys, bro, at home especially, you're not exhibiting any ounce of pride. Pride, bro. It's just pride. Like when they went for it, it was like 4 minutes left. You're down 30-something to 9 is when he threw that last interception. It's 4th and 8 on your own 26. Why are you going for it? Why are you going for it? You're not going to win the game. All you're going to do is put them in a position to run up the score on you. That's exactly what happened. Dak throws an interception, perfect field position. They go in and run up the score. That's like almost like happy birthday, Jerry.
Well,
Yeah, that was bad. That was pretty bad. Yeah.
Like, yo, why are they going for it on 4th and 8 on your own 26-yard line, and you're never going to win? Like, what are you trying to do? Score? Stop it, B. Stop it.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the Cowboys.
But don't get it twisted, Hot. You know, they get blown out. You know, a lot of people talking about how, you know, Mike McCarthy's job is, you know, he's on a real hot seat. So, you know, you score, you drive down. Yeah, they are trying to score. You drive down and make the score a little bit more respectable. You know, show some fight at the end. That shows a little something, you know. So
right, well, yeah, whatever. So we got the remaining season for the Cowboys, right? We got a bye. We come back with the Niners at Niners. That's an L. Cowboys at Falcons. That's an L. Eagles at Cowboys. You would like to think it's a win because it's in Dallas, but they ain't won a game in Dallas yet this year. So that's a toss-up. Texans at Cowboys. Battle of Texas. Cowboys gonna catch that L. Cowboys at Commanders. Cowboys gonna catch that L. Giants at Cowboys. We should be able to win that game. That would make us what, like 4 and 8?
4 and 8. Yeah, well, you having us losing 5 in a row. I just don't see that happening.
Shit. Bengals at Cowboys. We you know, depending on how we do with New York Giants, we might be able to take care of the Bengals. They haven't been playing well yet this year. However, your boy, the quarterback, what's his name? Joe Burrow, has been putting up points and has been putting up yards. Cowboys at Panthers, that should be a win. Bucks at Cowboys. I mean, you would hope at, you know, in Dallas.
Buck's been balling though, man.
Bucks been balling. So that's an L. Cowboys at Eagles. Are we beating the Eagles in Philadelphia? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Commanders at Cowboys. I'm giving that game to the Commanders. Especially since it's playoff time and they're going to want to go in strong.
So you have us winning 2 more games the rest of the year.
Hey, we looked last night? Yeah.
The schedule is daunting, but particularly in the next 4 or 5 games. But all you have to do is win one of those games, get your confidence together, and then, you know, you can probably be right back in it. And that Atlanta game is one that we can probably win on the road. Again, we've been playing good on the road. Eagles haven't been playing well. They come to us. That's another game you said we'll lose that we can probably win. So it's just a matter of hovering around 500 to me.
Well, the Eagles, there's a number of reasons why the Eagles aren't doing what we think they should be doing. But a big part of it was they had injuries, and those injuries have resolved themselves. They was relying on Saquon Barkley, but now with A.J. Brown back and the other boy, what's his name?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith, thank you. With those two back, now you can develop the chemistry in your passing game, and where, you know, Jalen Hurts has been kind of off. He's been off target. He's not been really, you know, doing what he needs to do. You got your 1 and your 2 back. Things change. And you got a running game to play off of. I really don't want to judge Philadelphia too soon. Like, that's a team to me that as the season goes on, you kind of pick up steam. The 49ers, as the season goes on, picks up steam. And it's not a confidence thing with the Cowboys more so than it is jokers just don't give a fuck. They, like, what's the boy, the number 7 for Dallas, the safety, the corner, rather, excuse me, who was all world 2 years ago and he got hurt.
Diggs.
Diggs is in the history books. Diggs caught a big ass check 2 years ago. He don't give a fuck. He not trying to step up and
he want to go play with his brother.
He ain't doing that shit. He's not doing it. And whatever. He arm tackles. Mike is doing podcasts. Jokers is worried about their brand. He's not worried about chips. They know they're not gonna win a chip.
I think they got more pride than that.
I don't care. I don't care. But we'll see. We'll see. The biggest news in the NFL is the New York Jets. Today they got Devontae Adams in a trade with the Vegas Raiders. I don't know. Is that the game changer?
I don't know about a game changer. I mean, it makes his job a little easier. I mean, did you watch that game last night? It wasn't lack of firepower or lack of a wide receiver threat. I mean, they missed field goals that they should have made. The defense is always there.
The win was incredibly. I mean, there's no excuse, but the win was very bad. Cliff, I don't know if you here in the area in Jersey.
No, I'm in North Carolina, but I know what that wind is like in Jersey, particularly in that stadium too at times.
Yeah. So yeah, it was bad, but no excuse though. No
excuse.
Well, he was 8 for 8 before he missed the first one, and then he missed 2 in a row.
Yeah. That was. I mean, for me, just off topic, but the person I played against him in fantasy yesterday had him. So, and I won by 2 points. So those 2 missed field goals I was rejoicing it. But I do want to. I know we're talking about the Jets, and this is obviously the big topic of conversation. But I just have to ask you guys, because Mark Davis has been more than on record. He pretty much asked Shador if he thought this was going to be his home when they were in Vegas, and now they've got rid of Devontae. Only got a 3rd pick, which is not, nothing to be too excited about. But it looks like they're on a rebuild. Depending on how the draft shakes out, I don't know. Do you think we may see Shador in the Las Vegas Raiders? Because forget about what the team looks like. I know Mark Davis is looking at dollar signs when he sees this potential.
Yeah, no, that's a good early call, and I can definitely see that. I mean, they absolutely positively going for the splash. I mean, it's the Raiders. It's Davis. And they're gonna be trash most of this year, unfortunately. I mean, I don't see them winning many games, so they're gonna have a high pick, and they obviously need a quarterback. So yeah, I definitely can see that happening.
Yeah, I see them moving in that way. And I mean, Vegas, the Sanders family, I don't know what it's going to look like on the field, but, as far as what they can do and what the machine can pump over there, it's going to be something special.
And you wonder, with that narrative, if you even push it a little further, is Dion possibly the next head coach?
No.
Yeah, I haven't put any thought into that. I see it more like Shador if they get the first pick, getting drafted there. But anything is possible, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I initially thought so, but now I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Dion goes to the Cowboys as a coach.
No, we're not talking about to the Cowboys. We're talking about to the Raiders.
Oh, to the Raiders. Oh.
Well, because we were talking when you were gone how Shador to the Raiders looks like it may happen, or it could line up that way.
They're definitely in a rebuild.
That would be showtime. Shador in Vegas. That would be nice.
That's what we're thinking. Hawk, I think you got an echo on your side.
Really? Yeah. Even now still?
That's on you. Before you left, it wasn't like that, though.
Yeah, but the internet where I'm at is very weak. That's why I disappeared. So, AT&T be on the BS.
Yeah, I think when both of us talk, you hear echo.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and come back in.
Yeah.
But I mean, Raiders aside, I mean, regardless of how you look at it, they're in a rebuild. But for the Jets, uh, I get it. It makes sense for them. I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised about them getting Devontae hooking up with Aaron Rodgers, but I don't think this changes much, if
I
anything,
agree.
for them.
I completely agree. I don't think this moves the needle at all. I think that they're in a position where they had to do something, and they're just reaching right now because they're not winning, and
Yeah,
you know
they should have won yesterday, last night. No
they
excuse for
should have.
them. I and Woody unilaterally, making these decisions, rather than be firing the coach, pulling the trigger on the trade, calling out players by name on press conferences, telling them to come up I-95. It's just it's all bad, man.
Hmm.
It's all bad.
Yeah, that's the train wreck of the Jets that we've seen over the past, forever. And it's a shame because you really think or thought with that defense, and now with Aaron Rodgers, that that's at least enough that they'll be competitive all year, definitely in the playoffs, and can possibly make a run. But I don't know. I mean, I don't. AFC is tough, and they look mediocre at best.
Agree. Yeah, mediocre at best. I've been watching. I watched a decent amount of Jets games this season, and I don't know if I'm making this up or if I'm trying to make my eyes see this, but is Josh Allen was Josh Allen that good last night, or was that Jets defense that checked out?
That's
Because
a
I've
good
seen them
question.
play really good last year, good this year, and last night, and I get it, it's Josh Allen. I get it. But at the same time, I've seen Josh Allen not do much this season. So for him to play like that last night, and in the first half anyway, second half he was all right. But that first half, I don't know.
Well, he definitely he definitely played better. I should say, well, the first half. Second half was a little bit, um, well, it was a lot worse because I want to say he only threw for just under 200 yards or 220 yards. So he didn't rack up a lot of yards, but he was very efficient in the first half, and they got the lead, and the Jets couldn't build on it. So he just kept them close, kept them hanging around, and didn't make any mistakes. And that's usually, his he can rack up wins when he's not trying to play Superman hero ball and making mistakes. If he can keep it clean, they're gonna because they got a good enough defense. He can keep the chains moving with his arm and with his legs. So, he's just the type of cat that if he's not playing hero ball and he's not making mistakes, throwing picks, fumbling the ball, he can be just like last night, right there at the end. And last night they got it.
Yeah, they won the game, that's for sure. But I I think the Jets lost that game more than the Bills won that game, and it's not just the field goals, man. It's I don't know what it is, man. Because those penalties killed them. Also, I mean, I know that last penalty with I forget the brother's name, where it was like I think they called it the phantom holding call. I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily hold that one too much against them. That was like a little ticky tack call, but I mean, the offensive line got false starts and all different type of penalties the whole game, and I mean, all that stuff has to get buttoned up. I mean, you might be able to teeter through and beat the Bills or beat this team or that team, but you're not winning a Super Bowl making those kind of getting those kind of penalties.
No. I think they're just reaching right now to try everything they can do to make it respectable, make it a year, and obviously try to make a run at the playoffs. But it can't be a disaster. It can't be an under 500 no playoffs team with everything they've spent and given away. So, this Devontae is, going to be their last ditch effort, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe Devontae when he says he wants the ball, he wants to play, he wants to win. I believe Aaron Rodgers when he says he wants the ball and he wants to win. I don't know if New York is the best place given the options that he had as far as winning right now, but I know this too, man. And I mean, I'm not just saying that because he was a guest on the Pat McAfee show. New York is also a great place for a guy like him who's coming towards the end of his career, maybe to build up his next act, his next whether that be a media career or what have you. What better place to start than in the media capital of the world?
Expand on your brand. Hockey, you there?
Yeah, my situation is acting up right now, fellas. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you. Yep.
You good?
Okay. My internet is acting up. So, if I drop out, you guys just continue the conversation, keep going because it's all live. It's all good. What up, Shawnell?
What
Big
up,
Nell?
my brothers?
What's up,
Peace, brother.
Shawnell?
Peace.
No doubt.
Peace.
Yeah, now I'm having technical difficulties over this way. So if I black out, y'all just keep the conversation going and I'll get back in. If I can't get back in, I'll text you guys or whatever. And y'all just run it. But yeah. So what was y'all talking about? I'm sorry.
Devontae, the whole Aaron Rodgers and Jets last ditch effort for the Jets. And
so you'll know what you think about that, the whole Aaron Rodgers at the Jets situation and how that's playing out right now.
Man, I listen. I like the Jets. I'm one of those New York fans who like the Jets and the Giants, man. But as of right now, first of all, I couldn't understand the whole Robert Saleh thing that happened. Laying my man down and like and during the season like that, like I don't really understand it. But Aaron Rodgers, I mean, what a hell of a quarterback. But I personally don't think that you know what? I'm glad to have him. I'm not going to be ungrateful, but I don't know how this all going to turn out, man. I'm just watching. I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say, man. I don't want to down them. They just got Devontae Adams.
You sound like Cliff right now. I think Cliff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have no parades. I'm not gonna plan no parades or anything like that. But I just hope they could just be respectful, man. I just hope they could come out and like compete and like give teams a hard time, man. That's all I can ask for with those guys.
So before we go further, I just want to make sure my audio is clear. Can y'all hear me? Is it echo?
Yeah, you good.
All right. Also, KG has entered the building.
What up,
y'all?
KG from the mighty by nature Hilltown Sluggers in a Physec. I saw you at the Ravens game, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That was a great look.
Yeah, I got I got a limit. I got a 10-minute limit. Then I have to tear it off. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. You know what? I will, man. I'll have to. I'll go get the money and put a Cowboys jersey on for 10 minutes, man, and go perform at halftime.
You just gonna go right there.
I will. I might see, but that might need to be televised though, because I might burn that one after that, not tear it off.
I was trying to talk about the Ravens Commanders, but you just jumped right to the Cowboys. See how you do. We talked about them earlier. Me,
I know. I'm not gonna harp on it. I told you. I mean, we both trash. It's all good, man.
Nah, even though we beat y'all on the real K, the Cowboys right now are just a bad team, bro. Like, at least you guys have a solid defense. Yeah, we beat y'all by what, 1 point, but all in all, at least one side of the ball is Cowboys. It's nasty, offense and defense. Injuries, just no pride. It's sad. But we did beat the Steelers this year, so I guess that's on the right side.
Hey man, yeah. I guess you're gonna ride with that one all season.
Yeah, yeah. So how was it
Hopefully,
at the
but
practice?
just real quick with the Jets. I just hope that whole Devontae Adams thing. I hope they just take another week off and get their chemistry together and get it all working before they play us. Do it after they play us, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
It's Jets Pittsburgh this week.
Yeah, I think Sunday night. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Jets got another primetime game back to back.
yeah. I think we Sunday night. Sunday night coming up. Jets Pittsburgh. I think.
I think that's right. Let me check.
Well, they're talking about Wilson maybe starting for y'all. Okay, what's up with that?
I ain't mad at it. We need the spark. We need a spark, man. We need something to go on with that offense. That offense looks terrible, man.
Yeah, no.
We'll see. But then again, you know what? Uh, like who is really looking good, to be honest, man, overall. I mean, I think if we all look at it and think about it with all our teams, we all good just looking at it like, man, God, what's going on out here?
I mean, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Lions, and shit. Those are probably the toughest teams out there that really looks good, and maybe the Vikings.
Nah, see, yeah, I was gonna say the Vikings record look good, but I don't know about the Vikings overall as a team going anywhere too far. But we'll see. We'll see. They may be real. Who knows?
Well, that defense is legit, and if you got defense, that's why. I mean, y'all are. I'm not mad at y'all if Russ comes in and y'all get the offense working, y'all can be legit because y'all got a defense. That defense is legit, and if you got that at least that side of the ball going, you can be in these games.
Yeah. And
Y'all
on
can be in
top of that, we have a bunch of people on defense out.
yeah.
And we'll see.
yeah. So I blacked out again. What was y'all talking about?
We're just talking about overall the league as a whole, man. Just saying all of our teams, man. Like we could sit here and just really look at the whole league and just say, man, ain't nobody really standing out except for maybe
The
two or
Vi-
three teams.
You got the Vikings, Kansas City, Detroit,
And then
And the
on Ravens.
Ravens.
and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Green Bay showing some flashes. Atlanta, those teams kind of getting it together, but still yet to be seen what they're really going to be by December.
Right.
And you know how this league is. It's a war of attrition. I mean, you got to go through these games. You got to get through the midseason. Then towards the end of the season, injuries happen. All of that. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Y'all just want to run down this
Speaking of,
list of games?
speaking of that, I mean, I was watching even watching the Giants the other day. Giants they were out there with a bunch of bench players, it seemed like, but they didn't look bad.
Yeah. That dude Tracy is actually a really good back.
They try
Hmm.
to play hard. They try to play hard.
Yeah,
They
they were
try to
playing
play
hard.
hard.
Daniel Jones has looked a lot better over the last couple games.
It's like a world of mediocrity, man.
Yep.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, it is.
New York football is in the toilet bowl right now. I mean, it's winning championship, but trying to get to the Super Bowl, we just it's bad, man.
And hopefully Malik Neighbors comes back, concussion protocol. But at the end of the day, regardless, because Slayton did decent. I mean, Wandell Robinson is doing, what he can, but that quarterback is just terrible. And I agree, Hawk. He has shown flashes of some. He's been better, but he's just not a good quarterback. And I mean, he's underthrowing people. He's making bad decisions. He got rushed and just threw the ball up in the middle of the field and threw a pick. on Sunday night. It's just a terrible decision.
Yeah, that was a bad throw.
Yeah. What's up with the Chargers?
They winning. They got tough D. They winning.
Yeah, Harbaugh's done a good job so far.
Yeah. I mean, what did they 4-2, aren't they?
Not
And
sure.
Herbert hasn't looked the best. But the defense, I think, the second best foreign defense in the league right now.
Well, Herbert don't have anybody to throw the ball to, really.
Yeah.
Or he throwing the Lad McConkey and that's it.
Yeah, they got a good receiver for it, that's for sure.
When was the
I
last
think he
game?
got a tight end too. I'm not sure.
They played
But
the
yeah, he
Chargers.
not. But you know what? What is saving him though? J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, second in the AFC West. So
Are they 4-2?
3-2. Yep.
3-2.
Oh, 3-2. Okay.
They play the Cardinals on Monday.
Yeah, you never know what you're getting from the Cardinals. Bro.
Yep.
Cardinals could jump out there and run the score up on you and do whatever, or just get blown out. You just never know.
Yeah.
They play at Cardinals.
That game is
Harrison's been doing his thing. Kyler
Who?
Murray doing his thing. I don't know.
That defense, I think I like the Chargers.
Like the Chargers.
I like the Chargers too in that game.
All right, so let's just run down next week's list real quick and see who we like. Broncos at Saints. I'm gonna take the Saints.
Saints.
They've lost 3 in a row, actually. Saints. I'll take the Saints too.
Patriots. Chanel, what about you?
I'm gonna go off course. I'm gonna take the Broncos. I don't know. It's just like I don't know who to trust, man. In this early NFL season, I'm hoping, but I go with the Broncos, man.
Wait a minute, did Carr get hurt?
Yeah.
He's out.
Oh, that's right. We got
I don't know how long.
Spencer.
He's out.
They got Spencer Rattler out there quarterbacking for them right now.
Yeah.
You talk about the Broncos?
Nah, the Saints.
Nah, the Saints, dude. He did okay this week, though.
Yeah, he didn't look bad.
But then again, I mean, hey, you got Bo Nix out there with the Broncos, so hey. And then what? Is Sean Payton going against his old team? Something just rubs me the wrong way about Sean Payton, man. I just, I kind of take joy in him losing because he's just arrogant to me.
Yeah, he's mad arrogant. He's arrogant. But you know what? Now that I know that Carr's not starting though, and the whole, this cat and his arrogance going back home, something to prove.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is a return game.
Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? Coming. What's his name?
Yeah. I want to switch me up.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I'm on the Broncos, I think.
Yeah, I might go with the Broncos.
I'm gonna stay with the
Saints, man.
I'm staying with the Saints.
Yeah. Because even though Sean Payton was the coach there, I mean, he left or retired and then kind of came back. So the juice might be more with the Saints trying to, prove something to him than the other way around.
Right.
What's up with Kamara? Is he healthy?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm gonna stay with the Saints.
No, I'm on the Broncos.
All right, Patriots at Jaguars.
Oh my God.
The booty ball.
Jags.
You
Oh,
said
the
the Doodle Bowl?
Bumbo. Oh God, the Bumbo, man. Jesus. And that
That game
game's in
should be
London.
televised. Oh,
That
good.
game's in London. At 9 in the morning in London.
Yeah.
Good.
But the Jags have been over there, remember?
Yeah, they played there this past week. They stayed
Yeah.
out there.
So they just stayed there. So they're
And
not gonna
you-
have that travel, jet lag, whatever.
You know what? Yeah, I'll say the Jags then. Just only because of that. Like they're both terrible.
I'm definitely going Jags in that. Jags got the better team. The Jags Patriots is trash.
Yeah.
Jags are too, but they
I'll go
they they
Jags.
they, they trash. Yeah, Jags is winning that one.
Now the Patriots started the rookie.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yep.
Yeah, how'd that work out? I mean, they lost, but how do you?
He actually played all right.
Yeah, he did good.
Threw 2 touchdowns, no interception, and led the team in rushing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, it was a lot of got some growth. We'll see what happens with that, but I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I mean the Jaguars. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Ooh, Lions at Vikings.
Ooh, that's a good
Phoenix,
one.
right? No, Lions no call. They got a loss.
Vikings for sure, I think.
Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Lions
All right,
record right now? Anybody know?
Their quarterback just got hurt, by the way, right? Didn't the Lions quarterback just got hurt?
Golf.
Nah, the defensive end.
Oh,
You said
He's-
the cornerback.
the cornerback?
What's the Lions record?
That Aiden Hutchinson injury is gonna hurt them for a minute.
Aiden Hutchinson, that's his name. He got hurt.
That's gonna hurt them for a minute.
I like Detroit. They got too much firepower.
I do too. I'm Detroit.
I like Detroit too. I really think Detroit wins this game, but and I think I forgot who said it earlier, but that Vikings defense, Brian Flores got them dogs. Oh, they balling, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think the Lions.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely
Division
interesting.
game.
We'll go with the Vikes on that one.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings on that one. They at home. It's a big game. I'm going with the Vikings. Titans, Bills.
Bills.
Bills get another win, man. And
The Bills.
Yeah. Dolphins at Colts.
Bumbo.
Doodle Bowl.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm going Colts.
I'm going Colts too.
You know what?
Isn't Flacco over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dolphins coming off a bye. Maybe they put something together. I don't know. I'll say Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Dolphins. Seahawks at Falcons. Going with the Falcons.
Falcons.
Texas at Packers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Packers.
At Packers?
At Packers.
I got Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Packers too.
I'm gonna take Packers. Bengals at Browns. Another booty bowl, but I'm gonna take the Bengals. Yo, what
Bengals.
should the Bengals do about Deshaun Watson? What's really good with that? Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Like, shouldn't Jameis Winston be starting at QB right now?
Yes.
He should be, but what are you gonna do with all that money? That guaranteed money. Dead it?
I mean, isn't winning more important than having saving face with this guy?
Well, obviously they see something in practice with Jameis Winston where they're like, okay, yeah, this guy's terrible, but we're gonna go from worse to worse.
Oh,
Like they like, hey man, we might as well just stay with what we got out here since we are paying this guy all this money. because we're not gonna go out here and throw this bum out here instead of him.
Yeah.
The harsh
That's
reality.
obviously what's going on. It has to be.
You think?
Yeah,
So it's not
man. That's what I think.
about we paying him his money. You know, you gonna earn this money.
Basically.
And Amari Cooper is gone now, so
Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
the
I think
Bills.
Yeah,
Up
he went to
yeah,
the
the Bills
Bills.
got him today.
Wow, that's
So,
huge. That's good
so
for the.
Josh has some help.
That's good for the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who we taking in that game though? Bengals at Browns.
Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals. Yeah, Bengals gonna win that one.
Bengals.
Joe
Eagles.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Yep. Eagles at Giants.
Mm.
Eagles,
Eagles.
man. That's my
Oh
squad, man.
man,
But that's Eagles.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
going
Saquon
with the
revenge game.
Giants.
I'm going with the. I'm just going with the heart on this, man.
I knew you gonna
You
do
know
you.
what? No,
I
I'm
knew
not
you
gonna do it. I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going with the hometown Giants, yo.
I wish. I really
Nell,
want to, man.
Nell said the Eagles.
Yo, it's hard for me, man, to watch the Giants game. I think I'm more of a Giants fan than a Jets fan, but I like them both. But the Giants are like probably my number one. But it's a mess, man. I think, man.
Nah, it is a mess, but the Eagles are a mess right now. They really haven't shown improve. Um, you know,
You know what? I'll go with my home team, man. I'm going with my home team, man. Sorry. I'm going with the Giants, man.
I think the Eagles gonna win, but it's gonna be close, yo. They ain't gonna blow the Giants out.
Nah, it'll be close.
you know,
Say we just lost our left tackle too. Thomas is out with a foot injury, so I don't know what that means for Daniel Jones, but he makes enough stupid decisions with a decent line. So now I don't know.
but do it.
And then Thibodeau's already out. And then his
Thibodeau's
neighbor's coming back.
he's still in a concussion protocol. They said that the reason he didn't pass because they said because he went to a Travis Scott concert. I don't know if that was just them kind of
Who?
Malik Neighbors.
Oh wow, that's right.
That's
Oh,
that's what the arm
it's
conference
only a
be after.
concussion. He should be back then. If it was a
Yeah.
concussion, I thought he had
It's just
something else. He
concussion,
should be
yeah.
back.
But I don't know what kind of technology they use as far as reading the concussion, the protocol. But they claim that him being at that concert did
With
something
that
to
loud
his.
music.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
which could be true. I'm not saying that it's not
I mean,
true,
yeah.
but we just I love the Giants. I'm a Giants fan, Chanel. So I would love to be wrong about this, but I think Saquon Barkley is still mad. He just gonna run
Mm,
over that defensive
mm.
line.
I
Man.
totally
See,
forgot about
every
that.
game has a story. Saquon Barkley going back to the Giants.
Yeah, he gonna
Yo,
be like
I
a
was
like a
watching.
rabid dog.
I was watching that. What's that HBO series? Which one is that? The
Oh, the
Hard
Hard
Knock.
quarterback.
knocks.
No, Hard Knock. What is it? Hard Knocks on HBO.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
watching
yeah.
the Giants one, and we're just like, it was like a roller coaster, just going off the rails as I'm watching it, like just knowing that Saquon they was gonna let him go, and I get it, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a bad decision. Signing, franchising Saquon first, and then giving that boy, that quarterback, all that money, and then not trying to, treat him right after he had to settle for that. That was horrible. It's horrible. So hopefully he'll get a chance to show improve on Sunday. But the question I have is because the Eagles haven't been playing up to expectation, right? And they're not a horrible team, but they haven't been a good team since the middle of last year, right? But there's still like a lot of optimism in what they could possibly do. Doesn't that make this Giants game like very, very important in that sense? Because the Giants have been like ass, but it's interdivision.
Yeah.
It's
So
rivalry.
rivalry game.
Everybody's right there
It's
too.
in
I
it's
mean,
in it's in New York.
the division is tight.
I don't
I
know
mean,
why they. I wouldn't be shocked if they flexed that game to the 8 o'clock game on Sunday night instead of the Jets Pittsburgh game.
No,
because of
okay.
the
Let
Saquon
them play at
side.
1 o'clock. We don't need no national because Lord, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying because of the storyline and all that, Saquon coming back
No,
and all that. Maybe I don't know.
maybe.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers right now got everybody attention, bro.
Yeah, keep
Oh
that over
yeah,
there on the other side of the stadium.
they got to start winning though.
Yeah, you can't
They
be
got to
throwing
start
picks. You
winning. That's
can't
got
be
to
throwing
start winning.
picks in the clutch.
No, as long as people are expecting Aaron Rodgers to be something, and there's another loss to Pittsburgh. I mean, if he has to win that game, can he throw for 350, 320, 300, and people still look at him like, okay, and lose the game, mind you, and we're still not asking questions. If he has a
If he
big,
throws for 3 something and they still lose, then I
yeah,
think people will be like, oh well, he looks better. Because I mean I take it back. Yesterday I said he didn't have the arm, but then I forgot about the whole Hail Mary. He threw that joint. That was about 60-some yards. So he still got the arm. I'm not gonna say he fell off the cliff with that one, but if
yeah,
he if he
but
has a good game against the Steelers and they win, they're really gonna be looking at it. But even if they lose and he throws for 300 something, like you said, Hawk, I think people will be like, okay.
Yeah, but he hasn't thrown for 300 in over 14 games.
mm,
So you talking about one of the and remember he didn't play last year, so we going back 2.5 years. So he and last game he didn't throw for 300, and he threw that 60-yard Hail Mary. So he hasn't been balling. And K, I agree with you, yo. I think his arm is shot.
He
I mean,
doesn't.
I think he can. I think he can put the touch on some passes, but all in all, like he threw one pass that was
no,
ridiculous.
he gonna show you glimpses of it.
Yeah, but that's it.
Really give it to you when you need, like when it's that time. And I like last night. See, he underthrew money.
Or throwing dime after dime
Talking
after
about
dime like he used
Allen
to.
That last
or
play,
Mikey Williams.
he underthrew dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely underthrew him. And that's what made me say that. That's what made me say it because he definitely underthrew him. And then I had to
Yeah,
go back and say, all right, well, he did throw the 60-yard on like the Hail Mary, but I'm just like, yo, you just winging that though. But at the same time, you just winging it. But being able to throw, to still have your arm with the touch and all that. I don't know if he still got that, yo.
He doesn't look. Aaron Rodgers doesn't look sharp, man. Bottom
No,
line.
I don't.
Yeah,
Every time he drops back, I hold my breath. To tell you the truth.
really.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's capable, but it's not like it's not easy on the eyes. To tell you the truth, it's not easy on the eyes. I'm used to Aaron Rodgers, like he's zipping it, accuracy, like consistency, and it's just not that.
It ain't. It's not.
He took some
and
big hits.
the way he threw I'm sorry, okay. The way he threw Mike Williams under the bus, talking about he ran the wrong route
That was
and
hard.
that was his fault in the media. And then you take that along with now Devontae being there and him being excited because they joined up on the Pat McAfee show earlier today and they're all smiles. And that taking all the attention, and rightfully so. But I'm just interested to see what kind of dynamics you're going to get out of the locker room because you lost the head coach, you have this new coach in, you have a new play caller in Downing, you have a new stud receiver coming in, you have your quarterback throwing some of your receivers under the bus and already criticizing their focus. I don't know, man. I know this is
And you
intangible.
see what happened to Salah. You saw what
Yeah.
happened to him. So it's like, yo, the chemistry got to be off.
To say that won't be affected at all, I don't know if we can say that. I mean, it may not. They may just get out there and ball against Pittsburgh and win the game. But
Bro.
sports and team sports especially, man, chemistry is important.
Man,
Well,
look, I don't care what. If he could sit out there, and I didn't even know he said that, but that's ridiculous to say he ran the wrong route. Because even if he ran the wrong route, he was open. The dude was wide open, and you underthrew him. So
Yep.
even with the wrong route, and you know it's the wrong route, then you don't need to throw the ball there. Like the bottom line is, you threw the ball there, and you underthrew him, and it got picked.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that, I think, is the problem with Aaron Rodgers and has been for a while, like even in Green Bay. It's like there's a thing that Brady has where he just kind of nurtures camaraderie and teammanship, and with Rodgers, it's real me, and the Jets is like a perfect place for him because they're gonna accommodate the me.
Yeah, that desperation.
Yeah, because receivers have egos, and you gonna bring a Devontae Adams on this crew, and they already had like one of the best receiving crews in the league, and you bring in Devontae Adams. Like, is it really the receivers, or is it Aaron Rodgers not participating in OTAs and preseason, the preseason and all that? Like, where's the
It's
chemistry?
definitely all that. It's definitely all that because he missed all of last year. He had no preseason, and they had a makeshift line from from the off season. So it's just like this team is really just learning each other, and he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good at all to me. None of these games.
I tell you what, if Buffalo, the way Buffalo was getting that backfield on him that yesterday, if we get Highsmith back this week, he better look out.
Oh yeah,
Because Highsmith coming from one side and TJ coming from the other side, he gonna be on the ground a lot.
and he was taking some big hits last game. Buffalo was getting
Yeah.
to him.
TJ, oh, I didn't think about that. TJ Watt coming through that line, man, that's gonna be
We
scary.
really got to think about is he gonna make it through that game? To be honest with you,
How many times did he get sacked the other day?
I want to say he only got sacked 2 or 3 times, but he was getting hit almost every other play.
He was getting hit a lot.
He got sacked back to back.
Yeah.
The second sack, oh my God, it was like dude ran through Aaron Rodgers, yo. Yo. And because I was doing something else, and I turned to the TV as the sack was happening, and I was like, ooh, damn. She was bad. But
You better hope we don't get Highsmith back this week.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about having Devontae Adams. That's all well and good, but if he can't get the ball out of his hands and throw it to him, it ain't gonna mean nothing.
So the last game we got is Raven. Well, we already talked about the Chargers and Cardinals. So the last game we have is Ravens versus Buccaneers.
Ravens Buccaneers.
Yep.
Ravens.
I like the Ravens. They
just at the Bucks.
They rolling. Even though the Bucks are too, but I like the Ravens.
Ravens win, but it'll be like yesterday. It'll be a nice little. It'll be a nice game.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
I think I'm gonna take the Bucks for this one. I like the way my man is looking. He got like a Mayfield, yeah. So I'm gonna ride with them for this weekend. I kind of got my eye on the Bucks.
The Bucks.
I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, man. So, of course, the brother Charnel Scott played in the league for a bunch of years. You know what I'm saying? St. John's great. You know what I mean? New York native. Basketball. New York Knicks.
It's the most happiest time of the year, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was actually at St. John's practice today with Rick Pitino, man, watching them guys, man. They're gonna be surprising this year too, by the way. I know y'all guys are from Jersey and Seton Hall. I don't know if y'all follow St. John's, but they're gonna be a little different this year, man. I think they're gonna make some noise. They're gonna go back to about 30 years, that that relevancy, man. Well, I just want to shout them out.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, for sure.
But the Knicks, man.
Hey, speaking of the Knicks, like DiVincenzo, who was he going at? Was that at Tibbs or was that at Brunson's dad? Rick Brunson.
But I think he's upset with Tibbs just because of this, like everything, and he definitely got the right. Like he pulled his heart. So I love DiVincenzo, man. I think it's still. I don't know if we're gonna recover all the way from that loss. He's like a different type of player, but I think he was upset with Tibbs and I think the father Brunson, I think they,
He was trying to back Tibbs up.
yeah, they try to rub each other
Okay.
hips up a little bit, and
Mm.
I thought it was unnecessary, but he was with his brothers, man. One point, he was the toast of the town last year, man. And then but that's like the NBA, man. It's a cold, cruel world,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
we've been in the doldrums for like the last 50 years, man, trying to get a chip, man.
yeah,
They try. I that's one thing I like. They trying everything to try to try to get this thing to be try to get us that ring, man. So he was just what you call it, he just fell, he just
he hurt.
they couldn't keep him. His role was going to diminish.
When it happened, when it happened, I said they're not going to take that well. Being in Minnesota, because it's just not New York. And like what you just said about, New York's been such, at the bottom of the league, just not at the top of the league where we want them to be, right? It's like to finally be there, and the story with the Nova Cats, and like, really, you gonna do me like that? Ugh.
Yeah, especially like he felt like, all right, it was now the Nova Knicks, and now you're gonna keep all the rest of them and get rid of me and make me the black eye out of all of the Nova
That was
Cats,
the
like
problem.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like
I feel for him. I definitely feel for him because he could go to Minnesota and win a chip, and it'd be great, but it won't be nothing like winning a chip in New York.
We'll see. See, the thing is, because of that, him and Randall, it takes you a minute to get comfortable in this new spot. It's Minnesota. I visited Minnesota when Marquise Bragg was out there, and we went out there. We had a show out there. It was cold, 12 feet of snow.
Man,
it's not New York City.
I don't know if any of y'all guys been to, I mean, I know you said you've been to Hakim, but Minnesota in the winter. I remember one time my boy Terrell Brandon came to get me. He had like this brand new car, and he had a crack through his windshield. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong? He said, yo, man, just like my fourth windshield, because it just like so cold out there. It's like it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, it is cold out there.
It's Nordic, yo.
And it be cold for a long time too. It might be freezing already out there.
Oh yeah. From October to June.
Yes. It'd be freezing for a long time, yo.
But bottom line, fellas, we got a team. Like we had a team, but we really got a real good team this year. I think that they're gonna, from what I see, you could tell certain things early, and it's like, I'm like, damn, this is like early, and they moving the ball, and you could tell like they deep as hell.
Yeah.
They still got a backup center problem, like a bona fide like backup center gets in the game.
Mitchell Robinson is out for the season.
Yeah, he's out, and I don't think he's like.
The season was to January.
Yeah, but
season now.
Come back in January, yada yada yada. All-Star break. Is he ready? You know how it is. If you're trying to win a chip, you want all them cylinders to be, especially with the Knicks. Like you don't want like that big guy. You want everything to be running on full cylinders when April comes. Not like we got to get this guy back. We got to work him back. And it's like that's what I worry about. But I think they're gonna have a great season. Big body Brunson is like he's special, man. I mean, he's special. You cut off?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just keep the conversation going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think we all know, like we all see it. We watched them. We witnessed what they used to be in the last 2 decades, and we see how what's been going on. Like I think this team, like they built to go deep.
Mm-hmm.
They built to go deep. It's just a matter of, can Tibbs get the right? That's been his problem too. Like
if he don't run him to death, he gotta.
This is the deepest the Knicks ever been. I mean, I'm talking about like the Ewing era, like deep, like from 1 to like 12. They legitimately like 11, 12 deep. Like guys, I think like can play and contribute to winning. Be vital parts of like winning the championship. But I don't know. you know, they're gonna have a great regular season, but can Tibbs put it together? Like, can Tibbs, you know, pull the strings where, you know, it's just everything just clicking. You know, when you win them championships, everything got to be going. You know how it is, man.
Well, they have enough talent. Whereas if Tibbs, I think, can get the right rotation together, because
exactly.
you know how he likes to run everybody in the ground,
Yeah.
the short benches. If and then like you said, we deep. Knicks are deep, and with all that talent, the right rotation, I think they're contenders and really can make some noise.
Definitely. I mean, you know, backup point guard is up. You know, the wing situation, defense is, you know, is up. Like all these different things, but like I said, I really feel like the backup center, because like Jericho Sims is a young, explosive. He got everything. He got all the tangibles that Robinson has, but like I don't trust him. I don't know if I could. Like, it's early though. It's early, but I don't know if I could trust him. Like, you know, when we get to like the conference semis against, like, you know, Philly or something like that, you know, and Karl Anthony Towns getting in foul trouble, you know,
Right.
then what?
Oh, that's gonna happen.
And that's going to happen. You know, Hartenstein came in and just like didn't miss a beat. That was when they lost last year. That was I wanted to sign him first before anything else.
Yeah.
Hartenstein.
Yep.
Because that would have been like a safety net. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you like, imagine if Hartenstein, well, I mean, he making $87 million too, but you know, but just imagine if he was still on our roster. Like, we really be feeling good right now. I'm just like, I feel good, but I'm just like, you know,
I mean, OG played very well the other night.
he's fantastic. OG is fantastic. Like, I forgot about him. Like, OG Bridges. Like, that's what I'm saying. I think we should be jockeying to probably get the first to second spot in the East. I think we could be that good. You know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Definitely number 2. I think the Celtics. I watched a little bit of their preseason.
Not the first, yo. Wow, yo.
Celtics. You know what? I give it to you because the Celtics, they clicking. I can't.
It's no drop off.
It's
even the bench players, they come in, they ready to play.
Right, but you can't. Well, actually, what's the face just hyperextended his knee, Paul George. I was gonna say Philadelphia. You can't sleep on them.
Nah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's always getting injured.
Yeah,
hyperextended.
I didn't even know that. Wow,
it was nasty. At first, I was like, you couldn't see it because it was in motion. But they did a freeze frame on the back of his knee when it hyperextended, and it was scary. It was like, oh,
hey, Kay, I'm telling you, Knicks. I think they're gonna come out strong at the beginning. I think they're gonna like be like one of them teams. I think they're gonna be right there with Boston for a little bit, and then maybe so Porzingis is out for how long too? Like, how long is Porzingis out?
I think till December.
Yeah, so
I think first couple months, yeah.
So, you know, they got their chip. I don't know if they hungry enough. I know the Knicks are going to be hungry to try to.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and you know Boston probably not going to be pressing in the beginning, and I agree definitely because the Knicks are going to be trying to prove that point and get in position to possibly get that number 1 seed.
That is true. That's true. That's true. I think the Knicks are gonna they probably do have the most to prove out of everybody. So I think that's for the regular season. They're gonna go hard every single game. So I mean, I can see them being definitely first or second. I can see that.
But you definitely can't sleep on Boston in any regard. And then you got like Indiana too, man. Like
you even got Orlando, man. Orlando's tough.
Orlando's tough. Indiana scares me though.
There's something about Jalen Brunson, like in terms of his focus.
Who, Brunson?
His focus.
Yeah. It's
his focus, and like he's just such a good energizer in terms of giving energy to the rest of the team. How he plays.
Yeah.
I've not seen too many players like him in terms of his control of the game and how he presses himself in points, like when he needs to. Like, I just have a lot of belief in Jalen Brunson. That dude is next level.
And on top of that, too, it's like there's no drama or extra stuff with him. He just seemed like it's just all business with him. Like he don't even
All
basically
ball.
want to talk. He like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear nothing. Give me the ball, tip it off. Let's go, yo.
Let's go.
That's so
Jalen
true, man.
God's
Jalen Brunson
business.
reminds me of a little Patrick Ewing. It's like a little Patrick Ewing. He's like that professionalism that every night. We all forget, like Patrick Ewing came and did it for a decade plus in New York. Like, he just gave out, he gave us, you could tell, like he gave us like everything. And that's so
Yeah.
the characteristics are to me like the same. And then you add all these like these other players who, we've had the Masons and the Oakleys before, but now we got these highly talented
Josh
players.
Hart, man.
Hard.
Josh
They
Hart
play,
is like an
Josh
Oakley
Hart.
Mason.
huh?
As far as Josh Hart, man, like and the
Exactly.
way he kind of like, I don't mean protected in a way that Brunson can't hold his own, but he protects Brunson in a way that's I guess it's like a brother. That's the best way I could describe it. It's crazy because the way he holds him down and does the dirty work with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
As a non-Knicks fan, I mean, I want to see the Knicks do well because I live in the area. But as a non-Knicks fan, that's scary, man. To see somebody that's that excited about doing dirty work.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be one of them. I think it's gonna be one of them special seasons, like like we didn't have in a while. They're not gonna be, one thing we know, they're not gonna be scrubs. They're not going to embarrass us like they have, in years past. I mean, I can remember the conversations, man. Just like me and other Knicks fans, we just like miserable, miserable.
Hey, you know
Remember
what? I mean,
when-
I know it's part of it, man, and I hate to say it. I really do, man. But I want to see the Knicks do good. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I want to see the Knicks do good because, like you said, Kay, like I mean, Kyle, like it's the same thing, but hoping for the teams from the area, but
Yeah,
it's a part of the game. So the Knicks, just think about the Knicks. They so Brunson heavy. What if anything happens to Brunson though? Like at any point during the season or any stretch, how do they get around that?
Well,
But we have enough scores to
And
I think
you got with the other boy, Cam,
Deuce McBride, man.
campaign.
You got Deuce, you got Campaign and Deuce McBride. I'm saying they serviceable, but I'm talking about,
yeah, but
like
they're not point
In terms of
guards like
stepping
that.
up,
Yo.
Mikal Bridges.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Mikal
you talking about,
Bridges, you
but they
got
not.
Big Cat, you
Yeah,
got
but I'm
OG.
talking about, yeah, but Bridges, you think of Bridges giving you at least 15 to 18 a night. Brunson gonna give you about probably 25 to 30. Who's gonna replace those 30 points though if he goes down?
It'll just be more Cat. It'll be more
Yeah.
OG.
Oh, I'm bugging.
Mm.
Cat. What are you talking
Okay.
about?
I do agree with you. I do agree with you. So if as far as like winning a championship, because that's where my mind is at.
No, not winning a championship. I'm just talking about at a stretch during the season.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think he's gonna
we
be
could
ready
do that.
to like a
Yeah,
stretch during the season. Like how do they weather that storm?
we could
You
we
got
could
Cat,
weather that storm
Mikal Bridges, campaign,
for sure.
and Deuce McBride, OG Anunoby. Dude, you got
Yeah, we
But
could weather
here's
that
the
storm
thing,
for
though.
20 games or something like that. I believe wholeheartedly, like because you'll
Those
have
are
like
all
Cat.
really.
And Brunson shouldn't be scoring like 20. I love him. He's at this stage, he should not be having to score 25 or 30 points for.
no. You're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to give you 35. He can. He shouldn't
can.
have to give you that.
Save it for the playoffs. Every other game that he can do, like he doesn't need to, because he's gonna get. He's one thing. He's a little guy. He's susceptible to getting hurt if he's going that hard, like trying to get all them points like that. That's why hardly ever little guys. There was a comment where they said, small guards can't take their teams like to win a championship. Outside of like Isaiah, who else was it? Like little guys, like was
Hey,
Yeah, I think he's in that mode, bro.
he's in that mode.
I think he's in that mode. I just something
I
about
Yeah,
him.
but you got to
to
think so
K's
too.
point.
That part of what makes him as good as what he is that his style and the way he plays with that chip. He just goes at it. Like, and I know what you're saying. He don't need to do it because he has so much help. But I think that it kind of throws everything off if he changes up his game.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree with that because I had to talk about that with him pounding the ball a lot. But he's like, oh man, he's a dynamo, man. We
He
haven't
is.
We haven't seen somebody like that in our area. I mean,
Not
Kenny,
not a point guard, not a point guard that has that footwork like a big man like that. Like point guards don't have footwork like that. That dude plays like a big guy when he gets inside. You know?
Patrick Ewing,
those pivots he do, man, that's crazy.
Get your shot off in any condition, at the end of the game. If he got the ball, a couple of seconds left, I would be like terrified. Like if I was the other team, like because
you ain't gonna do nothing. He either scoring or you fouling him.
Yeah. Yep. So,
and the thing that you lose with a player like Brunson, I agree with the points, but Brunson filled a hole that the Knicks needed for almost a decade, in the sense that they didn't have a point guard, like a true point guard, like a true floor general. Like we keep talking about the offensive side of the ball, but like the way he contributes to the Knicks on the defensive side of the ball, as far as like the intangibles and calling everything out, they call him the floor general. Like I think that it's a lot of stuff that Jalen Brunson contributes to that Knicks team that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Yeah. And if they lose that, I don't care if it's Bridges or Precious or whoever. Nobody's replacing what he does in the intangible side of the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant when I say this. It's not just about the points. And that's all I say. You know, and hopefully you don't have to. You don't have to, but we already know that nobody, I mean, it's just a long season and nobody plays basically every game in the season. Something always happens. They play every other night. That's a physical game, man.
But
he can't get hurt.
The thing about the Knicks is that they play with heart. So all those intangibles that you talked about with Brunson, because of the chemistry on the team and because of the heart of the team, Josh Hart included, like they're going to be able to pick up, bro, like the scrappiness, put it all out on the line. That's the whole team. That's the culture of the New York Knicks right now. Like,
I agree.
I've never been like a big New York Knicks fan. Cliff will tell you, I'm not like I'm really looking at it like, yo, the Knicks are different. And Boston, outside of, Brown, do they really have that type of heart and that type of grit? And the talent?
But I get what you're saying outside of because
well, they're all champions now.
Don't underestimate Tatum, yo.
What I'm saying, see, and also Drew Holiday, like Drew Holiday's tough, dude, man, and like, and then the thing is too, like, think about what Boston. The difference, like, it's like if even outside of the intangibles, right? Because it all comes down to a point sometimes, like most of the time in a game where you just got to give the ball, clear it out, and you need to get a bucket. And if you don't have Brunson there, who's doing that? That's all I'm saying. Like I'm talking about on a daily basis. Like who's doing it? As a team, they can swing it around and get somebody open. Yes, and Hart, you swing it to Hart in the clutch, he'll make a shot. He's gonna do it. But I'm talking about clear it out and just we need a bucket. Go. Jalen Brunson's that guy.
Is Cat doesn't qualify?
Cat qualifies, but it's not Brunson. I'm telling you, it's just not.
Nah. Cat, I don't think Cat's that guy.
It's a big difference. It's a Brunson. If they want to win a championship, Brunson can't get hurt, or he can't. He has to be available for them to win a championship, and that's what I'm saying. That's
Absolutely.
I'm not thinking about.
I'm not even talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about the regular season, just a little minor here and there and there. But absolutely, if you're talking about the playoffs, if you don't have Brunson, it's over.
I'm talking about the playoffs and winning the chip.
It's over without Brunson.
I can no longer like be thinking about the regular season and the even if like 55 games would be great. I'm only thinking like that because I want to get the home court advantage for the whole playoffs. Like
right.
Fast forward
as a Knicks fan, it's nothing else, man. It's win now, man.
So what team is not like that though? Okay. Every team, if you lose their main person, it's a wrap. It ain't
Boston's deep. Boston's deep enough to do it.
If it wasn't for
not to win a chip without Brown or Tatum, that's not gonna happen.
No, I'm not saying about them two. I'm saying, but you can lose one of them, and then the other can hold it up. That's what I'm saying.
Not to win a chip, though, right? Not to win a chip, just have a good regular.
Probably season. Not. No. Probably not. Nah. I don't think so.
I don't even think they win it without Porzingis.
In terms of the regular season,
they don't.
Losing Brunson for like a 7-8 game stretch, 10 game stretch.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. We could do that.
Nothing.
Yeah, we could do that.
They'll come on top. They might not win every game, but they'll have a winning record coming out of those 10 games.
Well, you would hope.
Depending who you're playing.
In a tough, let's say a tough stretch. Let's just say a tough stretch where they play 8 playoff teams, 8 games, 8 playoff teams.
I think they could probably get 4 or 5 out of them.
Yeah, I think they get 5 out of 8, which is good. I think they get 5 out of 8 without Brunson. Brunson's gonna miss some time, pretty sure. Like you said, it's 82 games. It's a lot. That NBA season is a beast, yo. It's a beast, man. You don't even have to play that much, and it's a beast, yo. Like, you know, so but they could lose them for about 10 games. I think they'd be fine, man. If they was without them.
So Milwaukee, Giannis and
I didn't even talk about Milwaukee.
And Dame they're back. Like, what are they gonna do?
I'm not underestimating them too. I'm not gonna underestimate those two.
What about 3? Chris Middleton. You're not gonna count. They don't factor into the. I like him a lot as a basketball player when he's healthy on the court. I just don't know about I don't trust his health, to tell you the truth.
And they have no depth anymore. I mean, they're not that Milwaukee team from 3 years ago or 4 years ago that won a chip. They don't have any depth.
No, they don't.
Even if
I don't
Dame,
trust the coach.
Yeah. Even if Dame and Giannis, they supernova out, right? They both get like 35. I mean, they still can lose the game, you know?
Yeah, that's only 70 points. Everybody else only going. You got everybody else going to give you a combined 30. Like, I mean, that's only 100 points. You still could get ran up out there like 125 to 100.
Exactly.
It's like they got a bunch of young cats like that's on that team. Like, I don't know who played for Milwaukee. I mean, Bobby Portis is still there, and I don't know who isn't Don what's his name? What's his name?
Giannis, Dame, AJ Johnson,
Connaughton's still there, right?
Yeah, but
wait a minute. Yeah, he's there. Pat Connaughton.
They lost a lot. I don't know if they not in a championship form no more for sure.
No.
I'll be confident if a healthy Knicks play the healthy Bucks in like the second round. I'll be confident in the Knicks.
Absolutely, the Knicks will beat them. The Bucks is top heavy. They just top heavy with 2 guys. And 2.5 because Middleton can go off for 2 nights or whatever and give you 30.
But he's playing against the Knicks. Playing against the Knicks, he's gonna have OG on him. He's gonna have Hart.
Yeah, he ain't doing that on OG in them
though. Bridges on him, so he's not gonna have.
He ain't doing that with OG up on his face though.
What Brook Lopez giving you?
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I mean he's all right. He can give you a couple of coins, but they just not in championship form though.
No, down low in the paint, plus outside you got.
I mean, he's
Lopez
all right.
don't do nothing. Lopez sit in the corner and shoot threes, man.
I'm not going down him, but championship form.
No, not it.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah, Indiana, what they giving us?
They scared me a little bit.
They tough, yo.
They're gonna be running.
They tough.
They have no D. You just got outscored them.
I underestimated Indiana big time.
I did too. They tough.
They ran our asses right out the fuck. Oh man, they ran our asses right up out of the playoffs, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they tough.
That wasn't a fully loaded Knicks team.
Yeah, y'all were hurt.
Nah, but you know,
it was a fully depleted Knicks team.
Where teams at right now? Like, I don't know what Indiana is right now to even be able to give commentary. I'm asking, hoping you guys know, like, who besides Halliburton, who else is on that team?
They got a bunch.
Indiana tough, yo.
Yeah,
they got Siakam.
Yeah, they
got
Siakam to that big deal.
That was a great
not
trade.
They got a chemistry going. They gonna be tough, I think.
They got Nemhart. They got TJ McConnell is tough. Like, yo, they tough and scrappy, yo.
Yeah.
They got Obi Toppin. They got the other what's the other like 2 guard that plays on the black kid.
Madison. I think
Matheson. Matheson. Yup. Yo, they tough, yo.
Healthy. If this Knicks team healthy,
they trump. I think they trump Indiana. They
can't do nothing with them.
They trump Indiana. Knicks trump Indiana.
But you
If
know what
everybody else-
though? Like to me, like if any team that kind of mirrors the Knicks for scrappy and got those type of players like that, then Indiana is kind of sort of like a scrappy kind of Knicks kind of team. They kind of mirror the Knicks, you know, a little
they're
bit.
not gonna back down. They're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy though.
I think the addition of Cat is just something the Knicks didn't have last year, and that's going to be something difficult to deal with.
Talk about hurt. If he get hurt, oh man,
He's injury prone too.
I'm not talking about Knicks. I'm just done, man. I'm done. They'll still be okay, but I'll be done, man. I just like
God.
So Pistons, Hawks, Miami. Anybody say anything?
Well,
Pistons.
Miami, don't
Pacers
sleep
got
on Miami.
James Wiseman.
Buckets is bad. Miami is always a threat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they if everybody healthy.
They had hero on the market trying to ship him off. Was there anything about that?
They better get somebody good for them. Like I think the Heat, if they all healthy, I was like, damn, they something else. I could say that.
Yeah. But the favorites out of the East is the Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, and possibly the Philadelphia 76ers.
Sixers should be. Tyrese Maxey is up. Tyrese Maxey is man. I was telling my boy about him. Like my boy was, nah, he not that. I'm telling you, man, this kid is.
Maxey the truth.
He is the truth, yeah.
Yo, you see the way like he come off screen and rolls, it's like you can't stop him.
No.
Yeah, he come off him hard, man.
Transition, and now he shoot the ball from whatever. Like this, he's scary.
Yeah.
Nobody faster than him. There's nobody fast. I think,
didn't he?
Huh?
He dropped 50.
Yo,
50
he was
in one game.
Listen, he's the one player that I think would give Bridges and OG fits and Hart. Like he'll give them fits. Like they'll have trouble guarding. Like we'll have trouble guarding him regardless. Like we'll have to like double him. You have to like put somebody towards it because you can't. No one person. I don't know who feet is quick enough in the NBA that can keep that guy in front of him.
He gave him fits last year in the playoffs when he played them. He was putting buckets up on them, yo.
Was he responsible for a bonehead play though? Toward the end, didn't something happen when he did something? Was that?
Yeah, that game where I think it was like
call. It was actually a non-call. He got mugged and they didn't call it.
Yeah, they didn't call it. He got mugged though. Yeah.
So, what about the west side of things?
The west side is real interesting. The west side, like, it's gonna have me staying up a little late watching some halftime games, yo.
Word.
Word. The Dallas Mavericks.
Tell
you right now.
I'm sleeping on the Mavs, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, they went to the finals and they added Klay Thompson. All Klay Thompson got to do is
a lot of defense, though.
Catch and shoot.
They lost a lot of defense, and it's a long season.
No, but they got the boys. They got Gaff. What's his name? Gaff. The center. He touches up everything. They still got the other young kid.
They got a 7'5" cat, don't they?
They seasoned. Nah. Memphis got him.
Okay.
New cat. But Boston got the same. Dallas got the same team plus Klay Thompson.
Dallas got a 7.
Nah, but they lost Derrick Jones Jr., which was one of the.
Oh yeah, that's right. They lost to Portland.
Nah, he went to. I just saw him playing the other day. Oh, the Clippers, I think.
Clippers.
I think the Clippers. Yeah, I think it was the Clippers.
But I think by adding Klay, though, you get more offense, but you get less defense.
Oh, you definitely do. But the defense, they taking a drop on defense, though.
Klay can't defend like he used to.
Oh, OKC, because they was what, second or first or second in the
they was first. They was first last year.
They add Hartenstein.
So much better thanks to the New York Knicks and picking up Hartenstein. My God, they're gonna be incredible at the man. They're gonna grab every rebound.
When the season was over, I said it's gonna be teams like OKC or San Antonio that's gonna pick up somebody like Hartenstein and they just gonna take off. And OKC, lo and behold, OKC got him.
Yeah.
OKC is probably one of my favorites to come out of the West. once again. Oh no, not once again, but I think they'll come out the West.
Yeah. What
That
you
kid
think?
Jalen Williams is spooky.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah. I mean,
He's tough.
they got Caruso.
Caruso, exactly. They got backups. They got wings. They got a star. Chet Holmgren is no joke. I like that kid, man. I like that kid, man.
Yeah.
Shay's a must. Shay may get he may
Shea
get
be
MVP this year.
Shea be MVP.
He's definitely going for it.
He'll be MVP.
We had the MVP conversation a few weeks ago, and Shea got left in the conversation, but definitely he's the favorite for the MVP.
Shea be MVP.
And then they got Lou Dortz too.
Yep, Lou Dort. So they got season. They got some players, some young players. They hungry, so they're gonna be scary in the West. I think, I think it'll be them and OKC. I don't know who else. Minnesota. I think Minnesota not gonna be there. I know Ant Edwards is a monster, but I don't think.
I agree. I don't think they're gonna be there.
Can't count out Denver, but I think Denver lost a lot. Denver would be like
Denver lost a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and they got
it ain't gonna be the Lakers.
They picked up Russ.
The Clippers ain't going nowhere. I was looking at the Clippers the other night. I was like, yo, who played for the Clippers, yo?
So,
how y'all think Russell Westbrook gonna do with the Denver Nuggets?
I think he's gonna do just fine.
Really?
Yep, Jokic and the unselfish Jokic. Jokic is gonna make sure he get his thing going.
He may do the same as what Brown did a couple years ago in their championship year. To be honest with you, just give him that energy.
Big up Bruce Brown.
Yeah, he may do the same thing for them as Bruce Brown did.
Bruce Brown, for me, is not as talented skill wise, but plays with a control that allows him to be more effective playing within a system.
Yeah. They couldn't hold them guys together, man. That was sad. But not sad for me as a Knicks fan, but I think they had a good thing going, and right away they just start losing like good players. That's how the NBA is now, man. Especially once you win a chip, so then everybody becomes valuable. Everybody becomes a champion, and then next thing you got to pay these guys, and then they realize they can't keep everybody. You know what I'm saying? They got to choose who they feel, and then it ain't easy. Then a lot of times they get it wrong. That's why it's been no repeat champion.
Yeah,
that's why I want the Knicks to win it this year, because then everybody comes back again for another year. You know what I'm saying? So I want it to happen now, because if they wait, let's say they wait till something happens this season and they don't win it, then next year, that window is gonna be.
Right now, I think with the New York Knicks, it's just a very special time.
It is
in a very special place.
It is.
Like they're trying to.
We walking with like a little swagger, man. The New York Knicks fans are walking with a little bit of
the culture.
We walk with a bop.
Yeah, they really worked to change the culture, because for a while it was raggedy.
Oh yeah,
see some things that happened
it was terrible, man.
It was terrible.
But it was trash.
Yeah, they was making jokes about us on.
Yeah, but not just that. Just in terms of the organization itself and how it treated its legends, how they treated, Oakley, how they treated Pat for years. Even Pat's now on the team. He's an advisor.
They're trying to do the right thing now, yo. But that Oakley thing, I still hate the owner for that, man. I hate the owner.
You gotta Dolan. Don't sleep on the fact that Dolan was caught up in that Sphere project that he put together in Vegas, which is why he's been absent from the Knicks. So hopefully he doesn't come back and be completely hands-on and acting crazy like he was, because he's the one who basically has embarrassed the organization over the past.
I hate Dolan, man.
Yeah.
I hate Dolan. I want him to sell a team. Like he'll make more money than anybody in sports history, as far as a franchise is concerned. I want him to sell a team. I want him to sell Garden, sell the cable company. I want him to sell everything and just get up out of here, yo. Walk away with like $10-15 billion and just never come back, yo.
And speaking of and real quick, speaking of losing somebody, and we were talking about another team, I forgot. Caldwell Pope left Denver, and he's on the Magic now, yo.
He's on the Magic.
Yes, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
Orlando Magic, watch out for
yeah,
them.
I'm gonna watch them.
yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely watching them anyway because they on the East. So I'm definitely got my
And
eye
they
on them.
young and they were in playoffs last year, causing a little,
Yeah.
win a couple
Those are the
games. So
teams.
yeah, they
What about them Nets?
Who?
they trash.
What? The Nets are
Yo,
trash, yo.
Nets
yo,
are
the Nets.
trash.
When they lost when they had the big three, my assistant coach, he's from Brooklyn. He's a pop. We driving every day. He popping junk. I said okay. So I knew as soon as they traded. Who was the first to go? Kyrie. Kyrie's the first to go.
Kyrie.
I said y'all gonna be the Nets will never be relevant ever again. It's gonna be a long time unless they get Cooper Flag this year. This white kid is at Duke,
Next year.
huh?
They
So about
saying that Ace Bailey might have a good chance to overthrow him as a number one pick.
Where's he at? Ace Bailey.
He in high school still.
Oh, Ace Bailey. I heard of that name. So he
He's
said
he's down in Georgia.
they saying that he's gonna be. They saying that they gonna he'll go over Cooper Flag.
Oh,
They saying Ace Bailey get drafted over Cooper Flag. Oh, I couldn't hear.
froze up.
Yeah,
Cooper Flag.
I'm not
Cooper
familiar.
Flag is a bad boy, Hawk.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's at Duke.
Duke got the number one recruiting
Now,
class in the
We've
country.
been watching Cooper Flag for the last 3 years.
Exactly.
What's the other boy's name?
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
He's in high school right now in Georgia. I think he's like that OTE league. Yo,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
not
who's
familiar
crazy
with
this year too? Wimby.
I see. I've been telling jokers I expect a lot from San Antonio, and they're like not laughing at me, but they're
gonna jump. They're gonna jump up. They're gonna jump up. I'm not saying they're gonna, I think they're gonna be a top like 8 team, finish top 8, which is fantastic.
I think they may improve by about 15 wins or so, but that still puts them in the high 30s and not in the playoffs. But I don't know.
Well, maybe that put them in the top 10, right? No, in the West, nah. You know what? You're right. The West is crazy.
West is crazy. It's tough.
I think LA had like 49 wins last year. They was like number 8 or number 7. They finished.
In the eight spot. No,
everybody
7.
was talking about the Lakers. They almost won 50 games.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough in the West all the way around for sure.
Yo, what do y'all think about this whole the Bronny situation? I got my own views on it. I happen to go ahead. What you think? Cliff?
Well, you go Cliff first.
Well, you call he's Hakim James if you don't know anybody. This cat's all over. But
I'm a LeBron James fan too, Hawk. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I think they did the Bronny thing exactly how it should be. I think he deserves to be in the league. I think it's a great story. They've made money off him, and I think ultimately he's gonna end up in the G League for most of the year, where he should be.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's from my point of view, like his his attributes as far as his skill sets are all. I think they're all like on a good level. Like he can shoot. Like you could I look at his form. He's like a willing defender. You could tell like he got a little IQ. But I just don't think like the size. I think the size is definitely something that's gonna hurt him. I don't you got some small guys who just like came through the league and terrorized, but I don't know if he's there as far as like the second Isaiah Thomas, not even the first one. I don't think he's like I don't think he's like a Muggsy Bogues he's taller than those guys, but I think the size, he has the physical skill attributes, but I just think like you said, like I don't know if it's gonna work. And if they lose, it's gonna be a shit show in LA.
Yeah. So everything Cliff said, I agree with.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree with what you said about his size. Right. I think that the idea of LeBron having his son in the league, the story involved, the value in the story and the narrative is like next level, exponential, money for days. Got it. In terms of them being competitive for a chip, he's not going to be a piece. if
No.
he is a piece, it's doomsday.
Yeah, or if he if Bronny James has to be a piece, then
No,
yeah,
and like the talk of him, like I've noticed just the AD conversation, right? And I don't know whether it's because the reporters are framing the question in a certain way that this is the answer that's been given. But when they talk about Bronny as a piece or in the, like I've seen it, it's been AD, LeBron, Bronny, Bronny, nigga, Connect, Olivari, like it needs to be, Bronny doesn't need to be in the narrative of the, you know what I mean? Like, so what do you think about the chemistry of the team? Like he's not there yet, and
no.
I hope that they have their moment. And he goes to the G League, to get right.
And stop talking about him and just talk about business. Like, let's just stand in the business of AD and LeBron.
Exactly.
Making them dudes competitive, man.
Right now, the young boy Olivari, what's his name?
Dalton Connect.
He's nice.
Not Connect. Connect, of course. But now they had a number 41. They played the Bucks, and he was a big part of them beating the Bucks. They came back in the last maybe 4 or 5 minutes. They was down, came back with the second or third unit on, and his boy number 41 for the Lakers, Olivari. He had 11 points. He did his thing. It was like a show out, and everybody after the game were being interviewed about him. LeBron, AD, people were like, "Yo, what's up with him?" And they were just very optimistic about his role in the team.
Once again, though, if they got to depend on Olivari, they in trouble.
Nah, but it's preseason.
I know, it's preseason. So
LeBron and AD and the starters was playing. They was down maybe 9 points, 11 points going to like the last 4 minutes, and then they ended up winning that game. Largely due to this boy right here. So it was just, in terms of LeBron, AD, and who else is on the squad? Who else is going? What's Austin Reeves gonna give us?
Austin Reeves got to be a major player, and whatever they do.
What D-Lo gonna give us?
And that's another thing. Like if you're gonna have to depend, I don't know. And that's the thing with the NBA too. Like people don't understand. Like it's like when it's time to like, even like if in a regular season, like let's say it's like it's always like tough stretches. Like it's hard to be that consistent player. Like we could depend on you like every night. That ain't easy. Like guys be doing this sometimes for 1, 2 games, 3 games, maybe 4 games, 5 games, maybe even 10 games. But it's hard to like have a long stretch of success and be dependent on and do it like, all right, we need you to get 25 and you do it every single night. That's what makes like the superstars. Like guys, people, because I don't know that people be like talk about LeBron, like this guy has been significant for like 2 decades of like almost excellence most of the time. Like he's had like a few outlier games where it's just like, damn, LeBron looked like trash today. But it's like,
he hasn't scored under 10 points.
10 games and like 10 games out of 20 years?
No, it's like he hasn't scored under 10 points.
He had 4 points one game. Didn't he? Like he had like
it's crazy. He got the record right now.
He had like single digits one game, I think, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Like
and he ended up with 12.
Like 12, yeah, exactly. Like, but it's hard. In the NBA, especially, that sustained excellence is like it's like no other, man. I watch guys and it's like I just don't understand how they do it. How they get up every game and just like, we need you, we depend on you, 25 and 10, like you know what I'm saying, like over and over and over. So like Austin Reeves is really good, I think, but they need him if they're gonna win. They need him to be Mr. Consistent every night.
Yeah.
Hey, now, LeBron James has scored fewer than 10 points in a game on January 5th, 2007, when he scored 8 points against the Milwaukee Bucks.
There you go.
James has a record of scoring double digits, 867 consecutive games, which he achieved on March 30th, 2018. This broke the previous record set by Michael Jordan.
That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
He's only played 8 games with fewer than 10 points in his career.
That's ridiculous. 8 games. That's ridiculous. So I'm not saying Austin Reeves and LeBron James, but I'm just saying, like, if the Lakers are going to have any success, players like Austin Reeves got to show up every single game and actually be the spearhead to, he actually got to be the spearhead to, he got to be somewhat of a catalyst in a lot of instances, because it can't just be AD and LeBron like every single game.
He got to be that consistent third wheel, at least. At least.
All right, let's be honest. Is it really him? Is he the consistent third wheel, or is that something that they're still on the search for?
Well, they're searching for it, but somebody got to step up. Somebody got to fill that role.
Yeah, somebody got to do it.
We talking about the Lakers, by the way.
Yeah. Hey guys, I messed up. It's not Ace Belly. It's the guy AJ DeByster, whatever his name is. That guy. He was talking about him, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense though, because dude's only in high school.
He may be an OTE. He may be an OTE. He may be in that OTE league.
He could be in something or whatever, but it's the dude AJ DeByster, whatever his name is. That's what they was talking about today, saying that he's because I know that they said that he's the #1 ranked high school player.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on them Lakers, KG?
Huh?
What's your thoughts on them Lakers?
I don't know, man. Like, I know they talking about they trying to get a big man or whatever, I don't know. I don't see the Lakers really being no big threat. Not especially like against like an OKC or nobody like that. Like, I don't know. Be the same thing. They go against Denver and get bounced. I heard y'all was talking about that consistent third. Yeah. Supposed to if you ask D'Lo will tell you it's him.
It should be. He need to be that.
But he's giving those no sign that it's him.
No.
Other than talk. It'd be nice if it was him, but between him and Austin Reeves, you got a bunch of nice role players, but in terms of a legitimate 3,
that's what you need. That big, you get that consistent play out of a 3, and you get a big. The Lakers could be, right, at least right in the middle of the pack in the West. But without that,
did you see the interview with Jeannie Buss and Dwight Howard?
No.
Yeah, Dwight Howard trying to poly his way back on the team.
Man, don't do it.
They had a filmed sit down, Jeannie Buss and Dwight Howard, where Dwight Howard revealed that the reason why he didn't return back to LA was because of his agent at the time. His management had gotten into some legal trouble, some criminal charges, and just the communication line between Dwight Howard and the Lakers had got broken, and it was a lot of misunderstanding. Dwight Howard was basically saying, hey, listen, I want back on the team. I miss it here. Bring me back.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Because now, let the Madison panel tell it, LeBron is in control of everything. He's responsible for all the decisions.
Indirectly.
All the hiring. You think?
Indirectly, though. LeBron is one of my favorite players of all time. I can't lie. I love him. But I think he's indirectly, I'm not saying he's pulling the string as far as like, he didn't say that you better draft Bronny, but, it was implied.
He said everything short of it.
For sure,
yeah, but everything short of it. You're right.
In terms of Dwight Howard not returning to the Lakers, that wasn't on LeBron.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
The Dwight Howard is come on, man.
I mean, they looking for a big man. Like,
they should have went and got Valanciunas or somebody like that.
They should have. I was saying this a long time ago. Valanciunas would be a good pickup for them.
A year.
He was only making $10 million a year. He signed for like 3 years, $32 million. They should have got him first. That would have been like, okay. Now you got AD just roaming wild. You got Big Valanciunas rebounding everything.
Well, the JJ Redick has said, he's on the record as saying he wants to see AD play more of the four. They're looking at Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood to fill in center duties until they can find another big
Doodle ball.
boy from Toronto they was trying to get.
Yeah, right. But doodle ball.
Huh?
11th seed. They doing that. Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes, they're gonna be 10th, 11th seed again.
That's right. I mean, I don't know why they saying they're on the market for a big man. They got Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood, so they basically saying that they trash.
No, they're not trash. They just not.
Nah, Christian Wood's knee is messed up, and Jackson Hayes might not. He's
10th,
not
11th seed, yo.
Yeah, he's not the answer.
Jackson Hayes don't got no post moves. He's uber athletic. I give it to him, but he you can't trust him in the post. If I throw the ball down to him in the post, he look like he don't really want. I watch him. He just like he looks like he doesn't really want to. He just want to pass the ball right away. Like, you know, he caught the ball in the post, one-on-one coverage. This guy's 7 feet, and he's looking to pass the ball out to like the guy who's fading out for the three. Like instead of just attacking his man in the inside, it was easier to get a bucket. Nah, but he just want to, you know, and nothing against him. I like him. I'm not knocking him, but
that ain't it.
10th, 11th seed, man.
What about the boy from Toronto?
Cool.
Koloko?
He's all right. But
I'm saying they were trying to get him.
Maybe that could have worked.
Bring him in.
That could have worked, man. But you need like, man, you know, I'm thinking about teams just like really doing well, making a push in the playoffs and a possible, you know, winning it, man. So you got to have, and Lakers, with the Lakers, we're not talking about nothing but championships. I mean, what do we talk about? What do we talk about? First round? Second round?
Nah, man.
Finals, and you know, even if the Knicks this year we get to the conference finals, I'm happy, but then I'm just like, nah, man. We trying to win.
The chip? You want the chip?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not riding with none of these Knicks fans, even though these Knicks fans, some of us are delusional. I do admit, but
Cliff might be one of those fans.
I'm not delusional. I never put us up more than we were last year. I was always realistic.
I wanted to go to the conference finals last year, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, we just got too hurt. We just kept losing people.
And that's my concern this year is health.
What else is out there?
I don't know, but this Yankee game is on. I'm getting ready to jump off and get on that game.
Yankees up 3-0, right?
3-0, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Possibility of a Yankees Mets World Series.
Oh yeah. Happen. I'm happy about that.
It can happen.
About that.
Yeah. And what's up with the WNBA?
Oh, they play tonight. They're playing now. They're playing now.
No. It's tomorrow night. Okay?
Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah.
It ain't tonight?
It's tomorrow night.
Oh, okay, that's good.
It's tied 1-1.
All right. Hey, yo, here, yo.
It's tied 1-1. Liberty and Lynx.
Thank you.
Game 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Well, 163's in the can, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Salute. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yo, no, next week?
Next week.
Yes. And Hakim, I'll call you this week too.
Okay, excellent.
K, pleasure.
Peace, guys.
No doubt.
All right, y'all.
No doubt.
All right.